This is Chris McDaniels. Like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris McDaniels, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. It'll be down there in the description box, and I'm here to do my WWE Friday Night SmackDown, March 29th, 2024 reviews. So here we go, discussing about tonight's episode of Friday Night SmackDown. Now we kick off the show with the first match of the night. It was Randy Orton and Kevin Owens versus Kit Wilson and Elton Prince, Pretty Deadly, in a tag team match. So yeah, we get to this match, and this match, it was a pretty good match. Pretty Deadly was actually holding up against their own, but they was getting beat down a lot of times as well by KO and Orton. Now, at one point, we actually see, I think it was Elton Prince that was a legal man in this match, and Kevin Owens climbs up the top turnbuckle, and then Kit Wilson come up, antagonizing the hell out of him, and then Kevin Owens punches him in the face, knocking him off the apron, and then Owens finally jumps off the top turnbuckle with the Swanton Bomb, but Elton Prince puts his knees up, so KO lands onto his knees. Well, then, when Kevin Owens was about to crawl over to tag hit Orton, Orton got pulled off the ring apron by Kit Wilson, and then we see Elton Prince going out there as well, and both of them beating the hell out of Orton, double teaming on him and all that stuff, and Kevin Owens, he's getting back up to his feet, back in the ring, but then all of a sudden, while the referee's dealing with Pretty Deadly and Randy Orton and all that stuff outside of the ring, we see Logan Paul come up from underneath the ring. He got his brass knuckles on, he comes in there punching Kevin Owens in the face, and then he rolls back out of the ring, going back under the ring as well, and then Elton Prince sees KO down, he rolls back into the ring, he pins him, 1, 2, 3, all over there. Pretty Deadly defeated Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Yeah, it was a good victory for Pretty Deadly right there, since they haven't won matches in a few weeks or whatever, so now they picked up a win. But yeah, that's what happened there, and Orton gets into the ring, and he's complaining to Kevin Owens, going like, what the hell happened and stuff, and then all of a sudden he sees the replay on the big screen, and it shows what Logan Paul did, but then Orton realizes that Logan Paul's underneath the ring, so he gets out the ring, and the fans going wild and stuff, and then Orton pulls up the ring apron curtain, and then all of a sudden Logan Paul's right there, and Orton grabs him, pulls him out, and starts beating the hell out of him, puts him on the announce table. I guess he's about to hit an RKO onto him on the announce table, but then Pretty Deadly comes up, attacking Orton from behind, beating him down and all that stuff. They throw Orton back into the ring, they try to hit the tag team finish move onto him, up until Kevin Owens turns Elton Prince around, and then he kicks him in the stomach and hits the stunner onto him, and then Kit Wilson gets hit with the RKO by Randy Orton. So yeah, both members of Pretty Deadly got laid out, and then they see Logan Paul. He's still right there at ringside. Orton gets out of the ring, and he starts chasing after Logan Paul through the crowd. Kevin Owens is right there as well on the opposite side, and Logan Paul pretty much like he had nowhere else to go, but he finally manages to escape. He's running backstage, while Orton's still chasing after him, throwing stuff around and stuff at him, and then Logan Paul steals somebody's car and sped off. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good match, and what happened after the match was pretty good. I'll give it 3.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. It was a good start to SmackDown. But yeah, there's still a lot more stuff later on tonight. They're going to be showing what happened with Bayley, Io Sky earlier today. That'll be up next on SmackDown. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Till then. So the next thing happened on Friday Night SmackDown, we see what happened. Well, before we get to Jade, Cargill and stuff, we see like a segment that happened earlier today. So yeah, we see the WWE Women's Champion Io Sky having like a sit-down interview or whatever you want to call it, and she was talking about Bayley. Talking about how nobody likes Bayley, how she don't understand why the fans and stuff likes Bayley after what she's been doing for so many years. And she says that Damage Control didn't like Bayley and they want to get rid of her. So yeah, that's what she was talking about and all that. But then, when she got done with it and she was getting up, Bayley comes up and starts attacking her. Both of them's brawling and stuff. And Bayley was just beating the hell out of her, throwing her through the green screen and just going at it with her. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good stuff. I really liked it. It was like, well, it ain't new, but, something we haven't seen in a while, with that stuff. But yeah, pretty good stuff. But yeah, then after that, we see the SmackDown General Manager, Nick Aldis, in the ring. And he gets the contract, and yeah, he introduces Jade Cargill. So yeah, Jade Cargill comes up. She says that she did sign a new contract for SmackDown. So yeah, she's a part of the SmackDown roster. And she says that, that there is a lot of great talent in the SmackDown women's locker room, but she says that none of them is like her. She says that she's a superstar and all that, and that none of them's like her, and then they got an issue, they come out there and deal with it. So yeah, that's what Jade Cargill said, and she says that the storm has arrived. But yeah, pretty good stuff. But then after that, we see Kathy Kelly interviewing Dakota Kai and the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Asuka and Kairi Sane at the Kabuki Warriors Damage Control. So yeah, Dakota Kai was talking about how Io Sky's not there, but she says that she don't care nothing about what Jade's been doing and all that. She says that, what has she done? Done nothing. Why is she here? So yeah, that's what Dakota Kai said, and she says that she's going to take care of Bianca Belair later on tonight. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later. Till then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown. Now, before we talk about the next match of the night, we gotta talk about a few segments that happened backstage. So yeah, we see Nick Aldis walking around backstage, and then Isla Dawn and Alba Fire come up. And Isla Dawn had some things to say to Nick Aldis, but Alba Fire grabs her, and then they walked away. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then AJ Styles comes up to Nick Aldis. He says, so what about LA Knight? And, Nick Aldis says that he asked LA Knight not to show up tonight. And Styles said, well, you should have told him instead of asking. So yeah, he walks away. Upset about that. So yeah, that's what happened there. And then after that, before the next match, we did see the Street Profits backstage, and they were with Bobby Lashley and B-Fab in this locker room, and, Lashley and B-Fab says, hey, go win this, and, we got some alcohol and stuff at the party and all that. So yeah, that's what they said. But yeah, they go out there and they start having a match. So yeah, the match, it was Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, the Street Profits versus Austin Theory and Grayson Waller in bracket number 1 or 2, whichever one. Winner of this match advances to the 6-pack tag team ladder match at WrestleMania. So yeah, we get to this match, and this match, it was a pretty good match. Now we see a lot of stuff going down, like the Street Profits was taking control of this match, where we see Angelo Dawkins lift up Austin Theory up on his shoulders for the electric chair, and then Montez Ford jumps off the top turnbuckle with a super blockbuster onto Theory. Dawkins pins him 1, 2. Waller breaks up the pin at the count of 2, and then Montez gets into the ring, but he got thrown over the top rope by Grayson, and then Grayson got knocked out the ring by Dawkins, and then we see Austin Theory beating down Dawkins in the ring, and then he tries to do that rolling drop kick from the ring apron to the inside of the ring, but Dawkins reverses that with the sky high, that sit out spine buster onto him. He tags in Ford. Ford climbs up the top turnbuckle, but when he climbed up the top turnbuckle, we seen Karrion Kross and Scarlett standing over Bobby Lashley and B-Fab because they done attacked them backstage. And Dawkins was like, look, Ford, take care of this match. I'm going to get a checkup. And he starts walking away. Ford then jumps off the top turnbuckle with a frog splash, but Theory puts his knees up, and then he rolls him up for the 3 count. So yeah, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller defeated the Street Profits tonight in the tag team match, so they advanced to the 6-pack tag team ladder match at WrestleMania. Pretty good stuff. And then after the match ended, we see Razor and Akam, the Authors of Pain, come up and attack Street Profits from behind, beating them down, hitting a double power bomb onto them with Karrion Kross and Scarlett out there with them. And then, after all that, Bobby Lashley comes down to try to help him, but, it was just too much 3-on-1. They was beating him down, and then AOP lifts up Bobby Lashley with Karrion Kross hitting the cross hammer onto him in the back of the head. So yeah, that's what happened. The Final Testament standing tall in the ring. But yeah, for the match and what happened after the match, I'll give it all 3 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was good stuff. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later. Till then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, we get to the next segment of the night where we see Santos Escobar with Humberto Angel and Elektra Lopez, the Legado del Fantasma. So yeah, Legado del Fantasma goes down to the ring, and Santos wants to introduce Dominic Mysterio. Dominic comes down. He wants to thank Dominic Mysterio for what he did last week on SmackDown for helping him beat his dad, and yeah, that's what happened there. And Dominic was trying to talking about his deadbeat dad and all that stuff. Crowd was just booing the hell out of him, and then Santos says that, your son don't even like you, and I don't even like you either. So yeah, that's what he was saying. Now you got enemies. So yeah, that's what he was talking about. But then all of a sudden, Rey Mysterio, Carlito, Joaquin Wilde, Cruz del Toro, and Zelina Vega, the LWO, comes down. They all get face to face with Legado del Fantasma inside the ring, and Rey Mysterio was talking about how, that he didn't know that Santos and Dominic was going to be working together, but he says he's glad they are because now those are two people that he just don't like, and he says that pretty much now he wants to challenge both of them to a tag team match at WrestleMania, and he says of a partner of his choosing. And Dominic says, well, who is it? Is it going to be this fool, talking about Carlito, or Cruz del Toro, or Joaquin Wilde? And Rey Mysterio was like, no, it's going to be the newest member of the LWO, and it was Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee comes down, and then all of a sudden, everybody started brawling. Selena Vega slapping the hell out of Elektra Lopez, and same for Lopez doing it to her. And just everybody was going at it and everything. Dominic tries to hit the 619 on the Ray, but he got thrown over the top rope. And then we see Dragon Lee jump off the top turnbuckle with a front flip senton onto Dominic Mysterio and the rest of Legado del Fantasma outside the ring, taking them all out. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty cool segment though. So yeah, at WrestleMania it'll be Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Dominic Mysterio and Santos Escobar in a tag team match at WrestleMania. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening there. But then after that, we see Bianca Belair talking to Naomi backstage, and Bianca says that she can't be mad at Naomi because she wasn't there for both of those years about everything going on with Damage Control. So yeah, that's what she says. But she says that she's going to take care of some business tonight with Dakota Kai, and they're going to get rid of him. So yeah, that's what Bianca said to Naomi, and Naomi was hyping her up. So yeah, later on tonight in the main event, it'll be Bianca Belair versus Naomi one-on-one. But up next, it'll be New Catch Republic versus Legado del Fantasma up next in a tag team qualifying match on SmackDown. So yeah, that match is up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Till then. So the next thing that happened on Friday night SmackDown. Now before we talk about the next match of the night, we gotta talk about what happened backstage. So yeah, we see Damian Priest, Finn Balor, Rhea Ripley, and Jade McDonough, the Judgment Day there, and they was talking about what happened with Dominic Mysterio. How Dominic never even told Rhea Ripley about what's going on. And then Dominic comes up and Rhea was like, Dominic, what's going on? And Dominic was like, look, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I just want to do good and show everybody what the Judgment Day is all about and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what he says. And then he says he needs to get to the trainer's room. And JD walks with him. And then Rhea Ripley asks Damian Priest about is there something he needs to talk about as well. So yeah, that's what I was talking about. But yeah, then we get to the next match of the night. It was Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, the New Catch Republic versus Humberto and Angel Legado del Fantasma in a tag team qualifying match. So yeah, we'll get to this match. This match, it was a good one. Angel and Humberto doing everything that they could do to try to beat New Catch Republic. Like they was both on the top turnbuckle and they lift up Tyler Bate over their heads, hitting a double press slam off the top turnbuckle onto him, and they only got 2 count out of it when Pete Dunne breaks up the pin and everybody starts going at it. But then we see New Catch Republic at the ending grabbing, I think it was Angel, and they both hit a double burning hammer onto him, and they pinned him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, New Catch Republic defeated Legado del Fantasma tonight in the qualifying match, so they advanced to the 6-pack tag team ladder match at WrestleMania, and we see the Judgment Day watching all this stuff backstage. So yeah, that's what happened there for the match. What happened? I'll give it all 3 stars. That's why I'll give it was a good one. But yeah, that's what happened there. And then after that, we see Paul Heyman talking backstage, and Paul Heyman was talking about how The Rock followed orders from the Tribal Chief this past Monday on Raw. And then Jimmy Uso comes up and he says from orders from the Tribal Chief, and from him, he's going to finish off Jey Uso at WrestleMania, but that's if Jey Uso can get past Solo. And then Solo says that he'll see Jey next week from orders of the Tribal Chief. So yeah, that's what happened there. But yeah, still to come later on tonight will be Bianca Belair versus Dakota Kai one-on-one later on tonight in the main event. But yeah, up next we're going to be seeing AJ Styles on SmackDown. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Till then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, we get to the next segment of the night where we see AJ Styles. He comes out there and Styles has some stuff to say about what happened last Friday on SmackDown where LA Knight came to his home and started beating him down in his front yard, and LA Knight getting arrested and stuff. And he says that he knows he got Nick Aldis to pretty much tell LA Knight not to be there on SmackDown, but he says he already knows that LA Knight is there. So he's calling LA Knight out, but LA Knight's not coming out. And he says, like, where are you at? You going to be playing these mind games, or you going to come out here and fight me? So yeah, that's what he was saying. And then all of a sudden we see somebody jump over the barricade with a hoodie on and stuff. A bunch of security guards holding him back. And Styles gets out the ring. He was like, I bet this is LA Knight. And he pulls off the hoodie. Some random guy. And then he says, security, get him out. And then all of a sudden Styles is standing by the announce table. And he was talking about, like, where are you at, LA Knight? And all that stuff. And then we see a guy standing there right next to AJ Styles. And he starts taking off the hat and stuff. And it was LA Knight disguised. So yeah, LA Knight then starts attacking AJ Styles, beating him down and stuff. They get into the ring. Styles getting beat down by Knight. Knight grabs a steel chair, tries to hit Styles upside the head, but Styles quickly moved out of the way and got out the ring. And then Styles runs and jumps over the barricade going through the crowd. And then LA Knight pretty much grabs the mic and he starts talking about how he's going to get his hands on AJ Styles and starts saying yeah. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good segment. That's what it kind of needed for their match at WrestleMania. But yeah, up next, it will be the main event. It will be Bianca Belair versus Dakota Kai, one-on-one. Up next in the main event for tonight's episode, Friday Night SmackDown. And they did show a nice promo package of Tiffany Stratton. It was really good. Go check it out if you haven't yet. But yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. I'll see you guys later. Till then. So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was the main event. It was Bianca Belair versus Dakota Kai one-on-one. In this match, it was a pretty good match. Dakota Kai was trying to do everything that she could do to try to beat Bianca, but then we started getting towards the ending of this match where we see Bianca on the second turnbuckle, and Dakota had her head down or whatever, had Bianca's head down, and try to run her knee into Bianca's head in the ring post, but Bianca pulled away, and then Dakota hits her knee onto the ring post. And then that's when Bianca deadlifts her into a superplex onto Dakota back into the ring, which was insane. And then Dakota tried to fight back, but she got lifted up on Bianca's shoulders, and Bianca hits the KOD onto her, pinning her for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, Bianca Belair defeated Dakota Kai tonight in a one-on-one match, but immediately, as soon as the match ended, Asuka and Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors, Damage Control comes down there attacking Bianca Belair as 3-on-1. All three of them beating the hell out of Bianca up until Naomi comes running down making the save. And Naomi was fighting back and everything, but then it became 3-on-2. And yeah, Bianca Belair and Naomi was getting beat down up until Jade Cargill comes out there. She gets into the ring with Damage Control, and then she hits a bicycle kick, a big boot onto Asuka, taking her out, and then hits a pop-up powerbomb onto Dakota Kai, and then quickly grabs Kairi Sane, and then hits the glam slam onto her, taking her out. So yeah, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi standing tall inside the ring, while Damage Control is staring at them outside of the ring. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good stuff for the match. And what happened after the match, I'll give it all 3.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was good stuff. But yeah, and then they made a match official after the show at WrestleMania. It'll be Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi versus Damage Control in a 6-woman tag team match. So yeah, that's what's going to be happening there. But yeah, for match of the night, I got to say it was probably the opener. I forgot who it was really, but yeah, it was the opener for sure. It was Randy Orton and Kevin Owens and Pretty Deadly. So yeah, that was the opener right there. I'll say that was match of the night. But yeah, tonight's SmackDown, it was a decent show. I'll give it 8.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. But yeah, we're going to see what they're going to do next week's SmackDown. But Raw is going to be a big one. We got to see there. So yeah, that has been my Friday Night SmackDown reviews. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris McDaniels, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. I'll be down there in the description box, and I got a lot of things going on next week. Raw reviews, NXT reviews, AEW Dynamite reviews on Wednesday. On Thursday, I will have my NXT Stand and Deliver and both nights of WrestleMania predictions up, and we'll talk about Friday Night SmackDown next Friday, and Stand and Deliver on Saturday, and WrestleMania on on Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, a lot of stuff for next week. Definitely be having videos up every single day. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Till then.